No, Sam, I like the way you explained because you did a research, you you deep dived into the system, and you were given the job of researching on this Kangen water,
Hmm.
and then you were proved wrong. So I like the way you said because you were not convinced, but now you are over convinced. I could see.
Exactly.
Yeah, because the
Yes,
way you have
exactly.
done a lot of research, because you want to get convinced by yourself. Only then you can speak with this conviction. So
Yes.
you help me because there are many people who used to ask me, so Kangen water is just a scam or it is a overpriced processed tap water. Okay, these are all the things which come to me whenever I talk about Kangen water. Your
Yes.
explanation will help me and will help the Kangen, the entire team, to explain to the people who are seeking for knowledge,
Mhm.
because ignorance is no more a bliss.
Yep.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you so much for clarifying my own doubts, as well as I was representing the doubts of the people, and there are many in the audience who would have reflected my thoughts. Okay. Now, people again come back and then say that what is the ROI? Because any logical person, any finance person, any person who is interested in economics, any person who wants to know the cost
Mhm.
benefit analysis,
Yes.
ultimately we all do because we are all the business people. We want to know what is the return on investment.
Yes.
Could you explain on this? I would like to listen to you because you give always some answers which are thought provoking.
Yeah. I everyone has a smartphone today, right? Everyone has a smartphone.
Yeah.
And our society now is very smart, right? Because well, actually, the phone is very smart, but the people are not so smart, right? You have Tesla, you have automobiles that can drive themselves. The cars are very smart, but the people are not so smart. Because what happens is we look at the phone like this and we walk across the street, right? And we're sitting there walking across the street, and then we get hit by a car, right? Because you know the return on investment here is being healthy, but that's only appreciated, that's only has value after you become sick, right? And that is the return on investment. So there is for people that are sick, they look at their life and says, oh, I should have quit smoking, I should have ate better, I should have take care better care of my body. But that comes after you get diagnosed. And so the return on investment, you could ask Steve Jobs. He's a billionaire. Well, he was, but he's dead, right? So the return on investment on life, on life is life. There is no better return on investment than life. And so people, but we've been conditioned to look at the dollar, look at the money as the highest value, right? And so that's what our return on investment, ROI, is based on a dollar calculation. When will I get my investment of money back to me? Okay. So then we have traded our life for money that they print. And money is just paper. But after seeing heaven myself, I realized that the gift here is being healthy on this planet for 80, 90, 100 years, right? And so that's my return on investment for people, is to have a long, healthy life. Thank goodness we have modern medicine, then we're living longer. But the years that we are living healthy are actually becoming shorter. So our lifespan is long, but our health span, span of our health years is actually becoming shorter because of modern chemicals. And so this is very important for people to understand. So I can't make them live longer, but I can expand the number of years that they're healthy. And that's the return on investment. Right.
So, are you talking something now here philosophical, like mind over matter? And
No,
when
no.
I say something, you believe in that. if you believe in that, you can do. So you think that, I mean, we should not be thinking too much of logical. What do you think? I mean, you
Yeah,
have a
so
point. I
there's a
believe in
bit
you.
of,
You have a
yeah,
point.
so
I
I come
agree with
from
you.
a background of Western medicine, right? So Western medicine, we're all in our head. Right now you have the WHO, and you have the NIH, you have the CDC giving advice to everyone about how to be healthy in this in 2020 with the coronavirus. But then I look at, it's like, who are these? Who is the who? Who is the WHO?
We're still.
Right? Who is the who to be giving health advice? Right? I would rather take advice from a grandma that's 116 years old, living in Okinawa, about how to live a long and happy life, than someone who's working at a medical institution, whose livelihood is dependent on giving advice and selling something. I'd rather take advice from a great grandma. So I look at that, and because I'm in that field, I'm in healthcare. My career, my salary came from selling pharmaceutical drugs. But I realized who is buying those pharmaceutical drugs: grandmas, grandparents, my brother, my sister, all these little kids are getting insulin shots. And so my money was actually coming from people taking medication, my livelihood. And I was not able to deliver on the promise of health. And so that's why I started to really look at what I was doing with my time, my life. And so it's a little bit of logic, but it's a little bit of philosophy too, about what I want to do and spend my time with. Because we're all gonna die. I'm not gonna live just because of this. I'm not gonna live to 200. Okay, so I'm gonna probably hopefully live to 80 or 90, but I'm gonna have a lot of healthy years. Right. So I'm almost 50, guys. If you look at me, some people's like, wow, like you have really good skin for almost 50. You're healthy for almost 50, right? And that's because I'm 75% water. I'm not 75% Tylenol. Some people are 75% Tylenol because they take
And
so much
Sam,
time.
in India, Tylenol is paracetamol.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So it's quite simple. It's quite simple. So there's logic, but there's also compassion for people, and there's compassion for our body. There's compassion for our self. We're not designed to just survive living. We're actually designed to thrive and to learn and be happy and to be healthy. We're actually designed to be. We're not designed to suffer until the day that we die. It's like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of suffering.
Sam,
So
this is something amazing because you have passion, and at the same time you are very compassionate. So you believe that the entire 7.8 billion people are your own family, extended family. You want
yes,
each and every one of them in the globe, on the planet, to be healthy.
yes,
And you are very convinced that Kangen water can prevent any diseases, or it can keep you healthy. So I could see that, I mean, you are very much convinced. Now I will have two questions. Before that, I want to tell the audience that, audience, you want to ask some questions. We will give you 10 minutes. But before that, I would like to ask Sam two things. Sam, you have seen our Sashi Iyer, okay?
yes.
And what's your experience with Sashi and his talk show, the H2O, the Water Pub?
No, I admire Sashi a lot because he has a big mission, and he's done a fantastic job of motivating people to see something better. Because when I was in India, India is a tough place. India is a very tough place to make a living. I see a lot of people just making enough just to sustain themselves, not necessarily having the facilities or the opportunity for a better life. And so I admire Sashi for bringing that hope back for people, bringing that, this, this project can restore some big dreams. And so as as an immigrant, I had some big dreams. I still have some big dreams, but, oftentimes you lose your dream and you become practical. Right. And so the saying is, everyone dies at 25, but they're buried at 80. That's the saying, right?
True.
And everyone dies at 25 because their dream dies at 25. And so I admire Sashi because he's bringing the dream back. He's able to give people some hope and the dream about using this to change their life. And the vehicle here is just water. It's water. Water is going to be water is more valuable than gold, because when you are sick, you cannot eat gold. Right? You cannot drink gold. And I know India is really big on gold. Gold's a big thing. But you can have all the gold in the world. You can have all the billions like Steve Jobs, but he's still not here. Right? And so I admire Sashi because he's bringing that message. We have something better than gold. We have blue gold. Purple gold, right? Purple gold.
True.
Yeah. So yeah, so I'm a big fan of Sashi. See, he's I'm learning a lot because I want to travel with other leaders and help them bring this message, because it's not about personal success. Right? I think we all want personal success, but if we can work and lift other people, then that's how we gain a legacy. Legacy is not going to be achieved while we're alive. Legacy is going to be what people remember from us after we are gone. That's legacy. Like Gandhi's legacy, right? Martin Luther King, right? These people have legacy because they lived their life with compassion. They lived their life in the service of others. And so we all want this significance, but our significance is going to come from serving others and lifting others. So, but I'm a big fan of Sashi's. We're brothers. We're brothers from a different mother.
Thank you, Sam, bro. That is absolutely too generous of you to shower such kind words. And for those of you who do not know, Sam is my main mentor into Inagic Kenyan water. Okay, so I'm blessed to have him as my mentor, as my brother, into this entire Inagic journey. And there is something more we will share at the end of the show. I reserve that surprise. Thank you, Sandro. Thank you.